We're going to do a full body mat class. I've not even got my mat rolled out yet. Full body mat work class. It's going to be beginner friendly. So if you're not that familiar with Pilates, then this is the class for you. So we're going to pump, strengthen and tone. And we'll get some mobilization in and some stretches in as well. And yeah, if you're doing this in your lunch break, then it will definitely help mitigate all those tight necks and shoulders, okay, that come from desk-based jobs. All right, guys, so we're going to start sitting down cross-legged. All right, let's start here. Just going to get some blood into the shoulders and the neck and the upper back. So off we go. Let's do some shoulder circles. Okay, nice and big. Okay, let's do a few more back. Let's do 5 more back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Okay, good. So let's do 10 the other way. That was 10, by the way. And what this is doing, guys, is this is just helping to mobilize the shoulder joint, of course, but it's going to be pumping blood. It's going to be pumping blood deep into the shoulder joint, into the upper back and into the neck as well. Yeah, so this is way more effective if your neck and upper back are getting tight at work than stretching it. This is the one you want to do. Okay, let's do 2 more and last one. Okay, good. So just get a little bit more blood there. We'll just take the arms out to the side today. I've got a fist there with my hands, so I've got tension running through the arm. This, we're going to do 20 circles each way. So off we go, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, relax the arms down. We're just going to turn the chin over the shoulder and then into the middle and then the other way into the middle. 2 more times, guys. Over the shoulder, into the middle and the other way. Okay, good. So let's come around to sitting. Yeah, I'm going to come to a flat. I've got my feet hip distance apart. Let's put the hands just underneath the knee and we're going to mobilize and move the lower back. So for this one, we're going to curve the pelvis under. So that's a C curve there. And then we're going to come straight. Curve and straight. All right, let's do 8 more. Curve and straight. And curve and straight. And curve and straight, and curve, and straight, and curve, and straight. Let's do 2 more. Curve, and straight. Last one, and curve, and straight. Okay, we're going to take both legs out in front, yeah? So have them nice and strong, feet flex, and we're going to curve all the way over. And looking down at the floor, guys, we're going to roll back. So let's just roll all the way onto the mat here, nice and slowly. Vertebra for vertebra if you can. Okay, we're going to stretch the arms over the head and we've got the feet flexed. Okay, so we're going to push through the heel of the right foot. It's like stretching the right leg along the floor. And then we're going to push through the heel of the left foot. And then swap again, pushing through the heel of the right foot. And pushing through the heel of the left. Okay, let's bring the right leg up into the chest. We're going to take 4 deep breaths on each hip. Let's take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, swapping legs over. Let's bring the left leg in. 4 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, so we're going to stay with the legs, guys. Let's go on to the side. I've got my legs slightly bent. We're going to do 10 pushes out to the side, then 10 circles each way, and then a little quick pump for the outside of the hip. Yeah, so let's put the hand on the floor, lift the top leg, foot flex, knee forwards, and we're going to push out. 1, 2. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Okay, keep that leg out there. 10 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so then we're going to bring the knees forwards a little bit. Keep this leg up in the air, guys. 20 little lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, lovely, guys. All right, put that leg down. You're probably feeling it a little bit there by the end on the outside of the hip, but that's good. All right, let's do it on the other side. So it's 10 pushes, 10 circles. The second side, guys, I'm going to cue the breathing. So let's lift the leg up, foot flex, knee forwards. We'll take an inhale and exhale, push, inhale back. 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 5 more. Exhale, push, inhale back. Exhale, push, inhale back. Exhale, push, inhale back. 2 more. Exhale, push, inhale back. Last one. Push and stop and circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to go knees up, feet forwards. 20 here for the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Lovely, guys. Pop that leg down. We're going to come all the way back up to sitting again. And we're going to take the feet hip distance apart. This time we're going to curve all the way over. Let's do some half roll backs because we're going to stay in the C curve. So we're going to exhale, rock back. Inhaling forwards. 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 Okay, let's go down. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, take the arms up to the ceiling, then bring the feet a little bit closer. We're going to do some hip rolls with the arms, so slow hip rolls. Off we go. We're going to curve the pelvis under and roll vertebra for vertebra up. We're going to stretch the arms over the head. Roll back down gently through the spine and then bring the arms back up to the ceiling. And again, curve the pelvis under, rolling up, taking the arms over the head, rolling back down again through the spine, bringing the arms back to the ceiling. And again, curving the pelvis under, rolling up, taking the arms over the head, rolling back down again through the spine, bringing the arms back to the ceiling. Okay, one more, curving the pelvis under, rolling up, taking the arms over the head, rolling back down again, gently through the spine, bringing the arms back up to the ceiling. Okay, guys, from here, let's bring both legs into the chest. We're going to roll the shoulders open, lengthen out through the spine, and let's roll onto the right shoulder. So keep the knees bent, roll onto your right shoulder, stretch the left arm up to the ceiling. We'll take an inhale. On the exhale, you're going to open the left arm as far as you can to the floor, and then bring it back up. Let's do 3 more. A nice big exhale, so you're opening the arm, opening the rib cage here as well, and then bring it back up. 2 more. Exhaling, open, inhaling back, and 1 more. Exhaling, open, inhaling back. Okay, let's roll it onto the other shoulder, and on this side you'll see that I've got my hand pushing down here as well. Yeah, so let's stretch this time the right arm up to the ceiling. So we're going to take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, as you open the right arm, you can push down with the left hand, and then bring it back. And again, exhaling, open, inhaling back, exhaling, open, inhaling back. Let's do 1 more. Exhaling, open, inhaling back. All right, nice, guys. We're going to roll onto the stomach next. We're going to do heel squeeze prone, which is a fairly weird one, but it's great for waking up the back of the hip. So I've got my knees slightly open, feet are flexed, heels of the feet together. We can keep the forehead on the hands here. Let's take an inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to squeeze the heels as hard as possible, and then inhale, relax. Exhaling, squeeze, 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 inhale, relax. 2 more. Exhaling, squeeze, inhale, relax. 1 more. Exhaling, squeeze, inhale, relax. Okay, we're going to come up onto all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's do 4 cat stretches. Okay, so we're going to drop the head, curl the pelvis under, and then slide through to a long flat back. And again, drop the head, curl the pelvis under, and then slide through to a long flat back. 2 more. Drop the head, curl the pelvis under. Okay, slide through to a long flat back. And 1 more. Drop the head, curl the pelvis under, and then slide through to a long flat back. Okay, we're going to tuck the toes underneath. We're pushing back to a bent-legged downward dog. Don't straighten the legs just yet, guys. So we'll lift the knees just off the floor, and then we're pushing back. Okay, I'm keeping my knees really bent here. That way I can get a lovely long stretch down the spine. Okay, let's take 2 deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, so gently pop the knees down. We'll take toes together, knees a little bit wider, back we go into a long spine stretch, and we're going to take this round the corner. So walk the hands off the mat onto the floor, 2 deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, coming back onto the mat, and we'll go around the other side, 2 more breaths, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, coming back onto the mat, and we're going to roll up gently through the spine, guys, vertebra for vertebra. All right, we're going to come around to sitting, and we'll do rolling like a ball. Yeah, so let's take feet together, knees together. This one you've got to kind of try to keep the balance when you roll up, and control the roll back down. Focus on your belly, yeah, don't take the focus back. Yeah, so keep looking down. Got feet together, knees together, curve the pelvis under. So I'm looking down at my belly, I'm picking my legs up, going to try to keep the knees together here, and then we're going to curve the pelvis under to roll back, and then an exhale up, try to keep the feet off the floor. So curve the pelvis under, rolling back, Exhale, up to balance. Curve the pelvis under, rolling back. Exhaling, up to balance. Curve the pelvis under, rolling back. Exhaling, up to balance. Let's do 2 more. Curve the pelvis under, rolling back. Exhaling, up to balance. Last one. Curve the pelvis under, rolling back. Exhaling, up to balance. All right, we're going to put the soles of the feet together here, guys. Let's take a quick stretch forwards. So drop the head, roll down through the spine, and at the bottom, we'll take 2 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, rolling up through the spine, and let's come up onto the knees, yeah? So we're going to take knees under hips, and I'm going to put one hand down on the floor. That's on the same line as this knee. The other foot's going to go out to the side on the same line as the hand and the knee. This arm's going to come up and over the top. And let's take 3 deep breaths here, guys. Nice big stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, coming all the way up. We're going to do that on the other side. So put the knee down, pop the hand down on the same line. 1, 2, 3. Arm over the top and 3 deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, good. Coming all the way back and round. Let's get a little bit more blood into the middle back. Yeah, so back we come, cross-legged. We're going to make a fist again. I've got 90 degree here at the elbow. We're going to open the arms. Let's do this 20 times. So off we go. Opening 1, 2. So I'm going to count, guys. And what you're going to think about as you do this is really feeling the shoulder blades and how much they're moving around the back of the rib cage. Yeah. And thinking about how the shoulder blades can also power this movement as well. Okay, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And relax the arms down. Okay, so one more time, we're going to turn the head over the shoulder, into the middle, and the other way, into the middle, and again, into the middle, and again, into the middle. All right, guys, let's lie down on the back. We're going to get into imprint. We're going to lift the legs up in tabletop next. If imprint is a word you don't really understand very much, in very simple terms, it's about just pulling your belly through to your lower back, so engaging the abdominal wall and the core. But there is a tutorial up on this channel called What the Hell is Imprint? It's one of the first ones I did, and if you have a look through that, that will break it down step by step. So let's get into imprint, guys. We're going to take an inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to pull the belly through to the lower back. So I've locked in nicely to my core and my abdominal wall. Okay, let's lift one leg up to tabletop, and then the other, and we'll have the knees together. We're going to stay here for 4 breaths. Let's take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, we're going to lift the head up now and reach the arms forwards, and we'll do 4 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, head, shoulders, arms back down. We'll pop one leg down and the other leg down, pelvis into neutral and straight onto the side again. Okay, this time we're going to do an exercise called side leg lift series. We'll do all 4 sections. Let's try the first 2 sections with the arm along the leg. Off we go. And Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. 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 Two more. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Okay, so lift the top leg. We're going to do 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's keep the leg up there. I'm going to put my hand on the floor for the next 2 sections. I'm going to squeeze up the bottom leg and then down together. So I'm going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right, so last section, that's an inhale to prepare, and exhale, lift, inhale, back, 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 exhale, lift, inhale, back. 2 more. Exhale, lift, inhale, back, exhale, lift, inhale, back. All right, guys, on the other side. Remember, the breathing is really important, not just in Pilates, but in a lot of sports. And that's why I'm cueing it. But also, don't worry if you get it a bit wrong. Don't worry if I'm exhaling, you're inhaling, or you've totally forgotten to breathe altogether. But do make note, it is pretty damn important. All right, second side, off we go. We're going to inhale, point, exhale, flex. 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 Okay, 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So keep the leg up there, hand on the floor. Squeeze up the bottom leg, exhaling down. Inhaling, squeeze, 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 exhaling down. One more. Inhaling, squeeze, exhaling down. Okay, let's inhale to prepare and exhale, lift. Inhale, back. 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 Last one. Exhale, lift. Inhale, back and relax. All right, guys, very nice. So we're going to go back up onto all fours now. And we do a little bit for the back. In order to really feel the back and around the shoulder blade in this next exercise, you've got to make sure you're lifting up the arm high enough, yeah? I'll quickly explain what I mean before we jump in. So we're going to do opposite arm and leg. And if I take my arm to here, okay, I'm really not going to feel many muscles in the middle back around the shoulder blade working. If I lift it up to here, that's brilliant. They're working, they're strengthening, and I'm getting blood there, and I'm happy about that, yeah? But don't get confused, guys. If on this one you take your leg too high and you've relaxed the lower back, then for some people that might be a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit painful, and not very helpful for the lower back. So keep the leg nice and horizontal as much as you can, and make sure that you're feeling muscles around here, around and underneath and over the top of the shoulder blade. That's what we want. So, okay, let's do opposite arm and leg. Off we go. I'm going to cue the breathing as well. We'll take an inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to reach. Inhaling back. Then the other side. Exhaling, reach. Inhaling back. Exhaling, reach. Inhaling back. So high enough with the arm, not too high with the leg. Keep going, guys. Exhaling, reach. Inhaling back. Exhaling, reach. Inhaling back. Let's do 2 more. Exhaling, reach. Inhaling back. Last one. Exhaling, reach. Inhaling back. Okay, we're going to take one leg behind. Squeeze the second leg in. We'll do a 10-second warm-up plank here. So off we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, good. Knees on the floor again, guys. Toes together, knees apart. Let's stretch gently all the way back. Relax the head on the floor. 2 breaths here in the middle. We'll take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, guys, let's roll up through the spine. And we come back up onto the knees. So we did that side stretch over. Let's do exactly the same thing now. You should feel you've got a little bit more mobility, a little bigger range of movement. So hand on the mat, foot out to the side, arm all the way over the top. Let's take 2 deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, on the other side. Put that hand down, take the foot out to the side. It does feel much better the second time, I have to say. Arm over the top, 2 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, lovely. Coming all the way back and round. And we're going to lie on the backs. Okay, we're going to go into the 100, guys. So this is a proper, what I call a proper Pilates exercise, yeah. I'm going to be cueing the breathing. I'm going to be cueing imprint, yeah. You can do it in tabletop or with extended legs. I'll be doing extended legs, but you shouldn't feel any discomfort, any pain on the lower back when you do this. If you do, you just need to bring the legs a little bit closer into the chest. All right, let's do the 100, guys. So we'll take an inhale and exhaling into imprint. Inhaling one leg, exhaling the other. Inhaling and exhaling up and inhale 2, 4, 5 and exhale and inhale 2, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and inhale 2, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and inhale 2, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and inhale 2, 4, 5 halfway. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and inhale 2, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and inhale 2, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and inhale 2, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very well done, guys. We're going to come all the way in. Head, shoulders, arms back down. Pop the feet back on the mat. Push both legs forwards. We're going to take this into some full roll up. So we're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling. Let's take an inhale here. On the exhale, you're going to gently take the arms back and over the head. This is where we're going to start. This is where we're going to finish. Okay, so we're going to move the arms to the ceiling. And then we're going to curve all the way up and over, reaching the arms forwards and looking down. Start to move back and then roll onto the mat. And again, arms to the ceiling. And use the exhale here. That helps you come all the way up and over. Start to move back and then vertebra for vertebra down. Okay, let's do 2 more. So arms to the ceiling. Big exhale as you come all the way up and over. Start to move back and then gently down. Okay, last one. Arms to the ceiling and all the way up and over. Start to move back and then gently all the way back down. All right, nice, guys. Let's take the hands and the feet onto the mat. We're going to roll back onto the side. We're going to do a couple of different versions of a side plank. We're going to do an easy version first, then a more challenging one. If you want to stick to the easy version for both, obviously you can. So I'm starting with my legs bent, yeah. My legs are bent, I've got the heels of the feet in line with my spine, and yeah, my spine is pretty straight. So push up onto the elbow first. The legs are still bent, and we're going to keep the knees down for this first version, but you're not going to relax into this shoulder joint. You want to push the floor away with the elbow and have a feeling of lift here underneath this shoulder blade. Okay, so let's take an inhale, and on the exhale you're just going to lift up and then move the arm and stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that was the simpler version. I could still feel it nicely working around my back and shoulder blades there. Let's do the same on this side. Okay, so the legs are slightly bent. You're going to push up onto the elbow. Side of the forearm is on the floor here. Don't relax in the shoulder. You're going to push the shoulder down, push the floor away. Let's take an inhale and exhaling, lift, move the arm. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently down. Okay, so one more time that version if you want. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, let's do the full version. So for that, I'm going to lie down totally straight. My legs are engaged. I've got my feet flexed. I'm squeezing the legs together, the glutes as well. Don't relax that as you push up onto the elbow. This is the same position, guys. Side of the forearm, elbow under shoulder. Don't relax into the shoulder joint. Push the floor away. We'll take an inhale and exhaling, lift. Move the arm for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently down you come. Okay, so we'll give that full version a go on the other side. Of course, you can stick to the modification if you want. So strong in the legs, flex the feet, push up onto the elbow, side of the forearm, elbow under the shoulder. We'll take an inhale and exhaling, lift, move the arm for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently down. Lovely, guys. Okay, let's come up to sitting. We're going to push both feet forwards again, curve yourselves over, and let's do another roll down to the floor, vertebra for vertebra, guys, with control from the stomach, all the way, all the way, all the way into another big stretch out. Reach the arms behind, flex the feet, hold it here for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's go into a hamstring pump next, yeah? We'll do this, we'll do 10 shoulder bridges. Remember, these are not hip rolls. We're not going to be curling the pelvis under, just hinging up from shoulder to hip 10 times. The 10th one, we're going to hold up for a count of 10 seconds. We're going to come back down, and then we'll do 3 sets of that, 3 sets in total. So by the end, you're going to really feel it in the back of the leg. Okay, off we go and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you're going to stay up on 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently down. Let's do that one more time and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stay up on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently all the way down. All right, guys, last set. We're nearly there. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and stop up on 10. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, gently down you come, guys, and now let's stretch out the hamstring. So we're going to bring the right leg into the chest, flex the foot. Okay, we'll keep it flexed, guys, and we're going to push the heel up to the ceiling and then bend the knee down. And again, up to the ceiling and then down. And again, keep going, guys, and don't worry if you can't fully straighten your leg here. Depending on how tight the hamstring is, depends on how straight you can get the leg. It's more important that you keep the back of the pelvis in contact with the floor and that you can feel it. You can feel it stretching down the back of the leg. If the leg's not straight, totally doesn't matter. Okay, let's do 2 more. Push and back. And 1 more, push and then back. Okay, so we do it on the other side, link the fingers together. On this side, I'm just going to quickly show you actually what I mean by keeping the back of the pelvis on the floor. So if you can go to here and you think, okay, I can feel it stretching the back of my leg, I can't take my leg any straighter. You can see I've got the back of the pelvis on the floor here, that's great. But if I were to do that, to try to push up a little bit just to get the leg straight, that's arguably not quite as effective as keeping it on the floor. Okay, so off we go and let's push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8. All right, nice, guys. So we're going to put that foot down. Let's just shake the knees in and out very quickly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to link the fingers together, put them behind the head. We're going to stretch the right leg forwards. We're lifting head and leg 8 times each side. This is for the whole abdominal wall and core. Off we go. We're taking an inhale and exhale, lift, inhale back. 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 1 more. Exhale, lift, inhale back. Okay, so let's swap legs over. Stretch the left leg out. Keep the foot flexed. We'll take an inhale and exhale, lift, inhale back. 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 2 more. Exhale, lift, inhale back. Last one. Exhale, lift, inhale back. All right, nice, guys. We're going to go further into the core now. Let's do 40 single leg stretches. We're going to have 20 with the arms forwards, 20 with the arms back. Keep the imprint. Off we go. We'll take an inhale and exhaling into imprint. Inhaling one leg, exhaling the other, inhaling and exhaling up. Reach the arms forwards. We're going to inhale to prepare and reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 19, 20 more. Arms back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way back in. Head, shoulders, arms. Very well done, guys. Pop the feet back down, pelvis into neutral, hands on the ribs. We're going to take 2 deep breaths. Let's take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, so we're going to do a bigger version of the stretch we did earlier. We're going to take the leg across the stretch. It's a little bit like the one we did earlier on, but it's a little bit bigger. We're taking the right arm out to the side, lift the right leg up to 90. We'll take the left hand across. You're going to roll that knee over, turn the head to the right, and we're going to take some deep breaths. 2 deep breaths. We'll take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, rolling across the back. Let's do that on the left. Left arm out to the side. Left leg up to 90, right hand across. We're going to roll the knee over and turn the head to the left. 2 more deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, rolling all the way around, guys, and I'm going to explain what we're going to do next. So we're going to do something called swan dive preps. This is where you're going to come up into a nice big extension with the spine, yeah? It's a move that you might have seen before, and you've got to be really careful that it stays absolutely pain-free for the lower back, yeah? So this next exercise isn't just trying to push up and find a position that is something that looks like it should be correct. It's not forcing the lower back or the spine at all, but it's using the legs, the glutes, and all the muscles either side of the spine and up the back to help lever your spine up. So it should feel like hard work, shouldn't feel painful, and we've got to keep the core engaged as well. So I'm going to cue this one, guys, and we'll use the breathing. So start with the legs wide and rotated. Hands are off the mat on the floor. We're going to inhale, stabilize the shoulder blades down the back. On the exhale, you want to push the nose along your mat, and then you're going to keep lifting up. You're going to pull the shoulder blades down. You're going to connect to the rib cage at the front. Then you're going to pull your lower belly into the lower back. Stay here for an inhale, and then on the exhale, lengthen back down again. So as you might have seen when I did that, I didn't even straighten my arms. You don't have to have straight arms at all. Off we go. We're going to inhale, stabilize the shoulder blades. On the exhale, push the nose forwards along the mat. You're going to keep pulling the shoulder blades down. Connect the ribs at the front. Pull the belly up into the lower back. Stay here for an inhale. And then exhale gently back down. Let's do that 2 more times. So we're going to stabilize the shoulder blades down the back. Push the nose forwards along the mat. Keep lifting the chest. Shoulder blades down. Ribs connected. Pull the belly up, inhaling at the top, and then an exhale to lengthen back down. And we'll do that one last time. So stabilize the shoulder blades down the back, push the nose forwards along the mat, lift the chest, shoulder blades, ribs, belly to spine, up you come, holding it there, and then gently all the way back down. Okay, so after that big extension, we're going to go into a big flexion, which is a cat stretch. So drop the head, curl the pelvis under, and let's take 2 breaths here. We'll take an inhale and exhale, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, sliding on through, guys. We're going to go back into a straight-legged downward dog. So let's go for a nice straight-legged downward dog, or as straight as you can get them. We'll take an inhale to lift the knees, and on the exhale, we're going to push back, tailbone up, head down. Let's take 2 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, knees on the floor, and we're just going to come round to sitting. So what we're going to do next is what I call a half roll back, legs over the head to stretch, which is a nice kind of easy flow to get the legs over the head. This is absolutely not for any of you out there, though. If you've got any disc or spinal issues, just sit this one out. Yeah, the window of risk is too big. Sit this one out, and when the issues have rectified themselves, then it's fine to pop it back in again. So let's glue the legs together, fingers facing forwards, and we're going to curve the pelvis under. I'm looking down at the belly, and then keeping the legs together, I'm just going to rock them over. And I'm here, so I'm going to keep the weight of my pelvis centered really between my shoulder blades. I don't want to go too far forwards onto my neck. It's not good for the neck and it's very uncomfortable. Let's flex the feet, and we'll take 4 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling, and one more, inhaling and exhaling. So let's point the toes again, bend the knees down. We're going to roll on down gently, vertebra for vertebra, pop the feet back down, come up to sitting, and we'll repeat that one more time, exactly the same thing. Okay, let's take an inhale, and on the exhale, curve the pelvis under, look down at the belly. Keep looking at the belly as you take the legs over. Flex the feet, 4 breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. So point the toes again, bend the knees, roll on down gently. We're going to put one foot down and the other foot down, pelvis into neutral, and relax. All right, guys, it's for you regulars out there. We're going to put in a 2-minute plank. Okay, minute on the hands, minute on the forearms, 15-second leg change. If you're new to this class, if you're watching it again later and you're not used to doing planks, I definitely recommend breaking this down, yeah? Do a couple of 20-second ones or a couple of 30-second ones. Build up the strength and the stamina until you can do a little bit longer. So I'm going to get my clock. Minute on the hands, minute on the forearms, 15-second leg change. For those of you that know what that means, okay, I'm going to spread my fingers out nice and wide. Shoulders are over wrists, taking one leg behind, locking out that leg, squeezing the second leg in, and we're off. So I always have to drop my head to make sure my feet are in the middle. They normally scooch off to the left. And then you want to make sure that you've got equal weight between the left and the right side of the body as much as possible. And then breathe. We'll take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. 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 All right, so that's a minute. So I'm going to go down onto my elbows now, transferring down onto the elbows. Okay, keep the legs squeezed. I find it a little bit harder down on the elbows, a little bit harder for my torso, my quads, for my glutes. Okay, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, so now I'm lifting my left leg up, not that high, just a little bit. That's enough of a challenge for all the other muscles that have to hold that. All right, and I'm swapping. I'm going to lift the other leg up now. 15 seconds here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm coming down. Toes together, knees apart. Wherever you are, guys, just relax the head onto the floor. Very well done. We'll take a few deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, we're going to roll up through the spine, vertebra for vertebra. And we're going to finish off this string with a couple of nice big stretches, yeah? So let's start off with what I call the big hip flexor stretch. So that's on the knees. I'm going to take my right foot out in front, hands on the thigh, and rocking forwards. And as I rock forwards, what I'm aiming for is to have my knee over my ankle. That keeps it pretty comfy for this knee joint, rather than the knee being too far forwards that way. And I'm feeling quite a nice big stretch down the front of my back leg. Yep. All right, let's take a couple of breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, rocking back, we'll do that on the other side. Of course, your stretch might look a little bit different to mine, and that's okay. Make sure that the knees don't hurt. No pain in the knees, absolutely no pain in the lower back either. Okay, so left foot out in front, rocking forwards. If you find it's uncomfortable for this back leg, for the knee, then some people will use a cushion or something like that. Rolled up towel, rolled up jumper. Sometimes it's just to do with the shape of your knee joint. And if that helps, brilliant. If it still doesn't feel right, even with a cushion under the knee, then again, it's better to sit this one out. Knee joints are meant to be hinge joints, yeah? There is a little bit of rotation there as well in the knee. A little bit of rotation can be okay in a lot of cases, but you don't want to force it too much. You don't want to play around too much with the knee. If knees are hurting, then you have to really ask why that is. Same with lower backs. All right, let's come all the way back, and then we're going to go into a straddle stretch. So I personally hate this stretch. I don't know anyone that likes this stretch, but it's a very good one to do. If the inner thigh starts to get tight, then that can present in kind of tightness in the outside of the hip, tightness in the lower back as well. It's definitely worth doing, even though it's not much fun. So take the legs nice and wide, feet are flexed. We're going to walk forwards a little bit here, and let's take a couple of breaths in the middle. Okay, we'll take an inhale and exhale, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, so let's go round to the other leg. Couple of breaths, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, through the middle, onto the other side. 2 more breaths, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, coming back into the middle, guys. We're going to walk the hands all the way back. Give the legs a little bit of a shake as you bring them back together. We're going to do what I call an easy knee drop, hands behind, heels to hips. And I'm just going to drop the knees over to one side, holding it here. Okay, back into the middle, then gently over the other way. So remember, guys, all these big stretches I'm putting in at the end of the class. Yeah, when I was in my 20s, I could have done all these big stretches at the beginning of the class. It wouldn't have mattered at all. But now I'm nearly 50, they're definitely going in at the end of the class. If I were to do big stretches like this without being warmed up properly at the beginning of the class, I would definitely hurt myself. So I really don't recommend it. Next up, we're going to do the side stretch over. So let's pick the right foot up. We're going to put it to the inside of the left. We're going to stretch the right arm up to the ceiling. We'll take an inhale to reach up, and then on the exhale we're going to reach sideways and over. Let's take 4 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, coming all the way up, and we'll do that on the other side. Okay, picking the left foot up, put it to the inside of the right, stretching the left arm up to the ceiling, taking an inhale to reach up, and then exhaling sideways and over. Okay, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, coming all the way up and round, and then we're going to go onto the back. So we're going to do the piriformis stretch, which I think is one of the most important stretches for hip and lower back health. So we're going to take right leg over the left leg, fold the legs into the chest, right hand comes through the middle on top of the shin if you can, if not just onto the hamstring, and the other one round, link them together. And we'll take 4 breaths here, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, and wrap the legs. Let's do that on the other side. The left leg over the right leg, both legs into the chest, hands through if you can on the shin. If they don't get that far, no problem, take them onto the hamstrings. And we'll take an inhale and exhale, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. unwrap the legs, guys. We're going to come up to sitting and we're going to go into neck stretches. And I know I'm repeating myself here, but it is really important. We're going to do gentle neck stretches. Don't pull the head too hard. Doing it now after a good 50-minute workout is totally fine. It will give you something that will help. But doing this, if you've just been sat at your desk and you're cold and you've not been moving around, is a really, really, really bad idea. You can make it a lot more worse. So let's take a hand across the lower back, lecture over, arm up and over the top, fingers by the ears. Let's go very gently over to the side here. I'm totally not pulling the head. Just let the head drop a little. And we're going to turn the head into the arms, slide the hand round and down, gently drop the chin, and we'll take 2 breaths here, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, coming all the way gently up on the other side, hand across the lower back, other arm up and over the top, fingers by the ears. Again, gently over to the side here, guys. I am not pulling my head, no way. Okay, we're going to turn the head into the arm, slide the hand round and down, drop the chin, 2 breaths here, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, nice and gently, nice and slowly coming all the way up, and then just to finish, we're going to take one last roll down through the spine. So let's put the soles of the feet together. We're going to take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to drop the chin. Let's roll down through the neck, then the upper back, middle back, all the way down. When you get to the bottom, you can keep the hands on the ankle or you can stretch them forwards, whatever you prefer. 4 deep breaths. Let's take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, picking up the belly, we're going to roll up through the spine nice and gently, vertebra for vertebra, leaving the head till the end. All right, very well done, guys. Thanks for joining this stream. Don't forget, you can always message me in, message me in with any requests, any aches, pains or exercises you want to look at, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.